After developing themselves as prominent candidates in the luxury automotive sedan sector, Mercedes and BMW are taking big strides to become the champions in the SUV market. Discovering the appropriate small high-end SUV is absolutely dependent on the brand name you select and the tech you are trying to find. None can match the exclusive style and high-end convenience options that a Mercedes-Benz can offer. BMW is renowned for its driving dynamics and engaging drive that few can contest. So, in this video, we will put both the 2020 Mercedes-Benz GLC and the 2019 BMW X3 head-to-head to discover which is a better buy for you. The changes are fairly typical for a mid-cycle update. The 2020 GLC gets a reshaped grille with twin bars running across, a restyled lower fascia, LED headlights with a new light signature, and new wheel designs. The optional AMG line package replaces the standard front and rear off-road exterior design fascias for more aggressive pieces, as well as additional items such as package-specific 19-inch wheels and cross-drilled front brake discs. The side profile remains largely the same, while the rear gets updated taillights with a more refined look. As for the X3, it has the trademark BMW grille with the familiar in-your-face look, with the hood and its strong character lines asserting themselves. Overall, the design hasn't changed too much compared to previous X3s, but that doesn't mean that things that haven't changed aren't made more aggressive as part of the redesign. The side profile sees the least change, the silver trim around the windows is a smidge different, and the general shape of things hasn't changed much for 2019. The back end is just as aggressive looking as its front end with a large LED taillights. Climbing inside either one, you will be greeted by very different interior design styles and how each brand approaches luxury and refinement. The changes are greater for the GLC. Mercedes is celebrated for presenting some of the most luxurious interiors around, and the update reaffirmed this brand's standard. It boasts excellent craftsmanship, solid-feeling hardware, and mostly first-class materials. The biggest change is the arrival of Mercedes' MBUX user interface, which continues to spread throughout the lineup. The standard system operates via a wide 10.25-inch touchscreen that replaces the previous 7-inch standard unit or the optional 8.4-inch screen, and now comes standard with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which used to be a $350 option. It can display multiple functions at once and also responds to Siri-style commands prefaced by Hi Mercedes. Add the optional MBUX interior assistant, and the system can respond to gestures as well. You can also opt for the 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster, but it's an option that you will have to pay for. BMW is no slouch either. From a design and build quality standpoint, the X3 hits a home run. However, its monotone color schemes keep it a half step below the GLC's interior. The iDrive infotainment system works well. There are plenty of ways to adjust settings, and the touchscreen responds quickly to input. It also has sharp graphics, making it easy to read the on-screen icons. Though just like the GLC, non-tech-savvy people will find it a bit complicated because of its multitude of menus. It supports Apple CarPlay, though it's an optional extra. The main letdown is BMW's digital cockpit. It's easy to read, but there is a huge amount of wasted space. The display is very short on ways to reconfigure it while leaving plenty of unused space. BMW should take a serious look at the GLC's system for an example of a digital instrument cluster done right. Comfort in either one shouldn't be a concern. The GLC seats 5 people in its standard configuration. The seats live up to Mercedes' reputation for luxurious comfort, starting with front seats that are available with heat, massage, and power adjustments. The second row is just as comfortable. Wood trim, leatherette upholstery, heated front seats, and a 14-way power-adjustable driver's seat with memory settings are standard, while upgrades include leather upholstery, ventilated front seats, heated rear seats, and a heated steering wheel. The X3 seats 5 as well across 2 spacious rows. The front seats deliver plenty of space and support, leaving no reason to complain. The rear seats rate highly too. They provide plenty of room for 2 adults or even 3 children. Under the hood, both offer very competent engine but different driving styles. New for 2020, the GLC 300 comes with a turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-cylinder engine. Introduced in the 2019 C-Class 300, the 255 horsepower engine produces 14 more horses relative to the previous generation of last year's model. Mercedes claims the GLC 300's extra power helped it reach 60 miles per hour in 6.1 seconds, or up to 0.3 seconds quicker than the prior model. With minimal turbo lag and a healthy 273 pound-feet of torque, the engine takes off the line and past the slower-moving traffic with ease. Hammer the right pedal, and the engine eagerly spins to 6,500 RPM redline, providing all the power it can muster with a refined exhaust note for a 4-cylinder. If only the 9-speed automatic transmission were as agreeable as its engine. Although it swaps gears unobtrusively, the gearbox is slow to downshift in the crossover's default comfort mode. toggling to the more aggressive Sport and Sport Plus modes improves the transmission's responses, but both settings also make it prone to holding gears longer than necessary for typical daily driving. At least there are a pair of steering wheel mounted shift paddles that afford manual control of the gearbox. As for the X3, you're not going to find an SUV this side of a Porsche badge with loads of steering feel or the ability to stick its drivers into hard corners. Handling is crisp and stable at speed, but without much road harshness transferring into the cabin. It also does just fine in normal spectrum of daily use. The powertrain here is a 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that kicks out 248 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque, propelling it to 60 miles per hour in about 6 seconds. Very fast shifts from the 8-speed automatic gearbox helps to involve the driver when you floor it, but is more than willing to drop into the background the rest of the time. For even more of a thrilling drive, you should opt for the 355 horsepower turbocharged 6-cylinder engine powering the M40i, which lets this BMW sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 5 seconds. Safety is another important factor when considering a luxury SUV, and both deliver on this end. The GLC got significant changes to its driver assistance systems, notably Mercedes' Distronic Adaptive Cruise Control, which uses navigation and traffic data to adjust vehicle speed in response to route features such as bends, junctions, and upcoming traffic. Additionally, Distronic now works with the Crossover's lane centering system to assist with lane change maneuvers on multi-lane roads once the vehicle's speed equals or exceeds 50 miles per hour and the driver activates the turn signal. It comes standard with forward collision warning and automatic emergency braking, along with driver inattention warning. However, a multitude of more advanced features are added with the driver assistant package. These include lane keeping assist, blind spot warning, and an enhanced forward collision system that can detect forward cross traffic. The BMW X3 didn't see much of an update in the advanced features department. Not that it needed one in the first place, since it offers as standard a rear view camera, front and rear parking sensors, driver drowsiness monitor, forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking, pedestrian detection, and traffic sign recognition. As for semi-autonomous driving aid systems, the optional BMW Driving Assistant Plus helps you maneuver through traffic and stay at a safe distance from the traffic ahead. With steering and lane control assistant, the driver is supported to keep the vehicle in the center, while active cruise control automatically adapts speed, making it perfect for highway cruising. Other available features include a head-up display, lane departure warning, lane keep assist, front and rear cross traffic alert, blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise control, parallel park assist, and a surround view camera. Being so close in their feature offerings, one will wonder which trim level to choose from. The main differentiator is inside tech. The GLC starts at $42,500, while the X3 goes for almost $42,000. Both SUVs can get very expensive if you go all out. The X3 M40i was set to $66,000, while the GLC AMG 63 has a starting price of $73,700. The best trims to choose from are the GLC 300 4MATIC at $44,500 and the X3 xDrive 30i at $42,600. Both offer very similar features for these two trim levels, and both come well equipped with 18-inch alloy wheels, power folding heated side mirrors, non-metallic paint, Apple CarPlay, LED headlights and fog lights, front and rear parking sensors, and rear view camera. Both also come as standard with advanced safety tech such as forward collision warning, driver drowsiness monitoring, and automatic emergency braking. Where the $2,000 difference in price will come into play is whether you care enough about the new Mercedes-Benz user experience interface to part with that much cash. The 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster is an awesome feature as well, though it's an option that you will have to pay for. The X3 ranks amongst the class leaders in cargo capacity. With the rear seats up, you will get nearly 29 cubic feet of space. That's enough room to pack all your gear for a day at the beach. Fold the rear seats down, and you will get nearly 63 cubic feet of room. The 2020 GLC, however, has a measly 19.4 cubic feet of space behind the second row, while with the rear seats folded down, it gets 56.5 cubic feet. So, to conclude, the X3 chassis is fun through corners and supple over bumps granted that you spec it with adaptive dampers, which is an option. The engines and transmission are mostly superb to use, and whether you are seeking spirited performance or a generous amount of passenger and cargo space, the 2019 BMW X3 fits the bill. The current generation Mercedes-Benz GLC was introduced 4 years ago, and with this update for 2020, it gets a significant refresh. Buyers will be particularly pleased that the new MBUX infotainment system has been incorporated and how much of an edge it will give it over its competition. In addition to its comfortable ride knocking off miles with little effort while keeping occupants coddled in a quiet environment, which makes it the winner here. So, what do you think of this comparison? Let me know in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon for the latest notifications on car reviews and news. Take care and see you in the next one.